do not support any increment of salaries. And you know, despite the fact we support the government and we try to show out the good things the government has done, the things that are not right, we should also be honest enough and discuss that this one is not right and it should not be allowed. So to my thinking, salaries for now is not needed. And we do, unless they need to attach the reasons why there should be an increment for salaries. And that's why at times we also ask those who maybe want to fight the government, want to correct the government, that whenever there's something good that the government has done, also appreciate the way we also discredit things that we think that is not right for the government to do. So for now, on such an issue, it is very wrong. It should not even take off. Yeah.
But even looking at the whole budget making process, we're talking about a 4.3 trillion shilling budget against a revenue collection of about 2.8 trillion, probably 3 trillion shillings at most by KRA. Shouldn't we be talking about austerity measures? Coming from a year where the president kept on saying we are in dire straits, hatuna pesa. Why are we ballooning the budget? Does it even make sense? What is the government communicating? What is even Treasury communicating?
You know, budget process, or the process that we use to make budget, is on estimation that are taxes that could easily be collected in the maybe in the coming year. And according to my thinking, and I know probably what that is, the officials in the government are trying to do is that, and we've seen President trying to show it in the past, is they are trying to seal in the loopholes that the government loses a lot of taxes. And therefore, maybe they have a budget based on ideas that they are going to place in to achieve that kind of tax collection. Because we know there are many loopholes and there are many money that are being lost through corruptions, mismanagement, or we've seen misappropriation of many things. We've seen there are many things that have been reduced, like taxes in the offices, newspapers, and things that do not really touch. So probably a government has a plan on how they are going to manage to achieve the target of taxing. And I want to believe, let us go on and wait and listen to the president and the carrier are going to do to achieve this. But my thing is, there are plans on how they want to manage to ensure that we achieve that target. And that's why, as we are here now today, we wouldn't want to support the increment of salary because we have a big budget to achieve. And also, how do you get a budget process being done all the way from parliament and so on? There is public participation. There are things that citizens of this country will ask, that we want certain kind of road, we want an hospital, we want maybe kind of service. So you get the public participation and then you think, oh, now we are going to get that money. And you remember the other day when finance bill came in and they were trying to increase taxes, they were not increasing taxes on finance bill for personal gain. You increase based on the budget that has been made. And this budget still is being collected from the mwananchi. There is a public participation. So and that's why we've been here and discussing and saying, do not play a game that is not right. Do not bake your own cake and do not eat, or how do you always say? Because if today, as a Kenyan citizen today, if a president comes to my region and I want to request for a certain road to be tarmacked, today we know that only 10% of Kenya has access to roads. We need to expand it much better. And therefore, there will be requests by every other part of the country that President, kindly get us a good road, tarmac this road. So whenever we have side demands, we should be ready to get more deep into our pocket so that we get more services, because it is very difficult to expand more. And some